okay, guys, it's time to get a little energy for the night, and I gotta make sure that I'm drinking some water, so we're just gonna try and bang them both out at the same time.
I'm going to be reviewing Hydro Rush.
It's time to get up, start moving. Gotta reach out and grab my Crypto Rush from Hydro Rush. Let's go.
We gotta get this generator started, and we're gonna need the energy to do that and to go exploring. Vibes up, fam.
Cheers, fam.
Okay, you guys have magnesium in here, 66 milligrams. Sodium, sea salt, 1,000. All right, that's pretty high. You got some potassium, keeps you nice and invigorated, keeps your bones and your joints going good, muscles from cramping up. And then creatine. A lot of people have been telling me about creatine, you know, very good things from the weight training community. Yeah, let's see how this tastes. Okay, not bad. All right, this is Hydro Rush.
Did you really just say hit play?
Hit play.
It's record, but plays after it's done recording.
I love how we start. Yeah, how you doing, Ken?
How goes it, bro?
It's good to see you.
I feel like that handshake felt fake. It was just for them.
You want to try again?
We didn't even need to do the handshake. It was just for the viewers. It felt so fake.
It felt so fake. I try to be as real as possible, but sometimes, you know, it just
right. It's just like part of the theatrics of like content and shit.
Right. And I love that you put your mic in your beard. You have enough that it'll just stay there. So hopefully it won't like shuffle anything.
Oh, actually, maybe we should check the audio because the hair might scratch the mic. You're right. Does it look
I'm
like
sure it's
this?
fine. No, it's not scratchy. It's
Cool.
perfect. It's perfect. So Ken, tell me about yourself. Tell me about, you know, life. Tell me about how are you feeling overall?
Really? In the moment?
In the moment, yeah.
Overwhelmed and excited.
Overwhelmed and excited.
Yeah.
Okay. So why are you overwhelmed and why are you excited?
I am overwhelmed because I am excited. I'm excited for these conferences and stuff,
right.
but unfortunately I don't really have the ability to self-fund it anymore. So yeah, it's a little overwhelming to think about, like, you know, the opportunities that lie ahead and just connecting those dots. And I've been in the space like 10 years, never really tried to ever pull value out ever. I just like value added. And
right.
now I got to just like figure out how to, you know, and I'm doing the proposals and the DAOs and stuff. I've been fun. I'm going to Europe. Like, you know, I ain't, like, can't really be too bummed. I'm literally going to Europe next week for free, essentially. Like, you know,
dude,
so
good job,
thank you. The
job.
Bitcoin Cash community, they gave me like $4,000. I paid for my flight in Bitcoin Cash.
Okay.
I paid for my hotel, my ticket to the everything was in Bitcoin Cash. And I think I got like $150 left in that budget for like walking around money, which I'm going to try to buy weed in Europe with Bitcoin Cash. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. So where are you going in Europe?
Slovenia.
So there's a big crypto community there?
Just Bitcoin Cashers, very maxi.
Okay. Very cool.
Yeah, a bunch of code purists.
Code purists. Okay. Are you gonna go travel anywhere else? You're just gonna stay?
I just reached out to Futurist Conference and I asked them if they could help me out as well, if I could make some content, because thanks to like dial.wtf and Celine Wallet, and you know, I have people helping me go to Consensus. So even MindSwap.app, like they're all contributing to me getting my flight, my hotel, and being at Consensus. And I saw Futurists, they're going to Consensus.
Nice.
So I DM'd them and I was like, yo, is there any way I could like earn my keep and get like a flight in a room? Because I don't need a ticket. You already know I'm sneaking in. Like, I literally, you know what I mean? I don't need money for a ticket. I just need a flight in a room and I'll be there. And they said that they're going to talk to the team and see like what kind of content deliverables they can come up with, what I can do at Consensus to kind of earn that. And so, yeah, hopefully right after that, I'll be going there. And I just reached out to the Litecoin Foundation doing the same thing about Amsterdam, because that would be the first Futurist and the first Litecoin Foundation Summit I've missed. So hopefully I don't miss it.
Yeah, hopefully you don't. So it sounds like you love going to conferences.
That's how I spent most of my money the second time I had it all. You know, I've had so much money and so little money in so many different waves, but in that middle wave, you know, I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars just traveling the entire world, you know, bringing people with me that were coming. Like I rented out hotel rooms and motels. I rented out 30 room motels out of my own pocket. I took like a group of people to Hawaii. I funded so much stuff out of a conference. I did the whole shitcoin conference. It was so expensive, but it was so worth it. And then yeah, just I'm a roadie. This is like if I was into the Grateful Dead, like Adam Beck would be my dude. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
was gonna
he's
say,
the lead singer for me. Like I go to I go
yeah.
to like, you know, the conferences to see like Adam Beck talk on stage. Like most people would go to see a rock star perform, and you know I'm that roadie. I just go to like, you know, go and see who's got the merch booths and who's new to like the, you know, the scene. And you know, it's just I always just like traveling because I never really thought I'd leave my hometown, and at that point I had the means to do whatever I wanted.
Right.
And that's overwhelming too, because then you're like, I can do whatever I want. Oh, fuck, what
am I gonna do then, right?
What do I want to do? You know, I didn't even know what I wanted to do. I'm like, I know I want to travel, but like, I didn't know anybody with money, and even people that didn't really want to come with me.
Right.
So I'm like, what am I even going to travel for? And I was like, I saw a conference in New York, and I'm like, yeah, I'll go to a conference. And I haven't been in New York yet. I'll go up there. And I had enough money to take an Uber. It was kind of bougie. Ubered the whole way to New York and back.
Wow, that is bougie.
Didn't even get a hotel room because I was like, it's the same price to get an Uber there and back. I'll sleep in my own bed.
Right.
So I went to, I think it was Consensus in New York City, and I snuck in.
Okay.
Shout out to Consensus for following me on Twitter. You guys are the real ones, for real, because I snuck into my first Consensus, and they caught me. They found out, and they kind of were cool about it. They let me back in because I was like, I don't know what's. Yeah, they let me back in, man. Like Consensus was like, that's why I never miss Consensus, no matter what, because to me it feels like family. It's just like the family that went to college. You know what I mean? And I'm like the family part that like high school dropout, but we're still family.
They'll still take you no matter what. Yeah, as your family. I love that.
Started the whole domino effect. I just really like traveling, and I was a destination traveler.
Yeah.
The destination was crypto conferences.
That kind of ties it all in. And I know we just had the Bitcoin conference. How was that? Because you've been to it many times, right?
Yeah,
over the past few years.
Yeah, I stopped really caring about it in 2021. That's what inspired me to start the shitcoin conference. I only went last year to do a 30-minute interview with some scammer named Bitcoin Ben, which kind of ruined my life. I'm sure we'll get to that.
Yes.
But I was there for like 30 minutes. Double O Tats was walking with me. And this guy, Jordan Page, stops me and he says, Ken, you made me a millionaire. I'm like, wait, what? He's like, I met you at a conference.
Yeah.
You asked me to come on your podcast.
Yeah.
You threw the shitcoin conference. You asked me to be a speaker. A VC funded me. A couple years later, I got exit liquidity. Like I'm a millionaire thanks to you, bro. So shout out to Jordan Page and Firefly, because like Firefly's dope. He does his video translation stuff now, but it doesn't just change. He can change the languages, this entire thing, but it will change the way my mouth moves.
Whoa,
so even if you read lips,
the
video looks like I'm saying what is in the other language.
Right. That's
really cool technology. That's what he's doing with his money now. He's reinvesting it into more and more stuff.
Interesting. I love that.
But that's what I originally was like, you're so cool, because what he was doing was epic. I'm just so happy for him. But anyway, that was a really cool experience, you know, like meeting people at the time. That's just all I really want to do is just meet people, give them these ideas. And like my ROI is things manifesting in a reality that I could selfishly utilize. Like everyone's like, oh, what do you like? Let me do this. Let me give you equity. I'm like, I don't want to sign an NDA. I don't want equity. I just want it to exist. Just do the thing we just spent 4 hours talking about at this side event. And just build the damn thing so I can use the damn thing. Like, just don't waste my time.
Right. So has it always been for the tech for you, or more about?
No, always been about the tech. The tech is going to make number go up irrelevant. I want to make number go away. And that's what the tech is here for.
Yeah. Why don't you tell me more about that? Because most people in crypto want the number to go up.
Yeah, that's only because there's a number to begin with.
True. So should there not be any numbers?
Exactly. Well, not that number. It doesn't need to be that number. I think we can make money, the concept and ideology obsolete. The concept itself is very new. You know, fiat itself is just a beta test in that concept of money and currency, right? It is not the overall. It is just another test within. Like it wasn't just tool-ups then fiat. We have had many experiments, right? And fiat is just one of many, which has had a little or shorter lifespan than most preceding it. So this isn't even the longest lasting currency experiment.
Right.
It's so short-sighted to think, right? And so I think that the concept of money or the concept of currency will be as obsolete in the near future due to quantum computing, AI, truly making passive income passive. You know, clicking that button that says claim stake ruined the whole scam of people on YouTube saying passive income, just stake your crypto. Motherfucker, I have to log in, click a thing, do a wallet. There ain't nothing passive about that.
Is when you sleep and you make money.
When I got Claude though, running a fucking algorithm in the background that has access to all my shit, not only is it hitting the claim stake, it's taking the claim stake, it's paying my bills, it's ordering my stuff, it's doing my Netflix, it's keeping track of when I need toilet paper, eggs, bread, and milk. It's all there. That is passive, bro. And that's the missing ingredient that's making something like money obsolete. You know, with universal basic income being the starter point of that. And then, you know, obviously we have to get past the whole like greed and gluttonous and all that bullshit. But we'll always have that 1%. But if we starve them out, we don't breed with them, they'll never have offspring to pass their wealth down to. So stop fucking billionaires.
Definitely. Yeah, I don't like I don't think anyone really likes billionaires. I think it's
we got to stop breeding with them. They'll die off. They'll either have to start fucking, you know, each other and being inbred like the royal family had to do because nobody wanted to sleep with them either. We can make them extinct,
this is true.
Like an animal species that just stopped fucking in the wild.
Right. Yes.
No more Trumps. There's an end of a bloodline because they can't get pussy.
Right. There you go. That would be brilliant. Oh my gosh. How did you first start getting into crypto?
I got fucked over by Snapchat. Fuck Snapchat. Fuck IPOs. Fuck TD Ameritrade and fuck Wells Fargo.
Yes.
But like I tried doing a thing. So I was working at a cell phone repair shop for years, dude. I've been fixing the iPhone 3. I have a PhD in logic board repair. I was in to get it. Like I can do it. You know, I just don't got the I don't have a driver's license, but I can drive a car. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I was fixing phones, doing logic board repair. I saved up my first like $10,000, and I'm like, I can't even remember a time without selling drugs that I had a couple grand. You know, like if I wasn't selling drugs, I didn't have money. So I had a day job, had real money in a bank account, provable income. I got credit. It was cool. I felt like an adult, hair on my chest. I'm growing up. What do I do with this money that I don't need to spend right now that, you know, tomorrow when eggs go up and bread and milk and gas and everything goes up tomorrow, I didn't pay all that in advance when the value was at where it's at. What can I do to like make sure that when I need that 10 grand, I can spend it on the same stuff today in time later. So that way it doesn't lose purchasing power. So I was like looking into stuff like, you know, stocks, bonds, blah, blah, blah. I came across Snapchat doing an IPO. I skipped the DYOR on what IPO meant, but I really went into Snapchat. I saw they had the Spectacles vending machine. Do you guys remember Spectacles? Bro, they had a vending machine for Snapchat Ray-Bans. These are so old mentality. Snapchat was already doing this before, like 2015. It's crazy. They had a contract with the Winter Olympics that had like vending machines and all this bullshit. It was all hyped by the rumor, right? Like before the IPO. Now I know. It was all by the rumor. So like, you know, I was looking into it. I saved up the money. I downloaded the TD Ameritrade app. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know what to do. I go to the bank where I had my direct deposit, Wells Fargo, and I waited in line like a schmuck. I sat down and like waited for the person at the desk. I don't know, like the little, what are they called? Bank tellers or bankers or whatever. The
loan officers. Maybe.
That person. And I didn't know really I still don't know what they're called. Thanks. But yeah, I waited and I sat down and they were asking me, why am I here? And they checked my account and all this. Well, actually, first they checked my account. They saw I had like 10 or 11 grand in it. And they're like, oh, how can I help you? Do you need a loan or something? And I'm like, no, I want to buy Snapchat stocks. And they like laughed right in my face. Like, not even trying to be mean, just was like genuinely like, what? And I'm like, no, I don't know. Like, don't banks sell stocks? I don't like, what do you guys even do here? Like, I was so confused. I was like 25, bro. Like 24 maybe, you know? And I'm like so confused on what's happening. And he's like, no, we don't do that. And he walked me through the TD Ameritrade thing. kind of showed me what was up, walked me through the IPO, accredited investing, $1 million or more, or a group of like 4 or less or something like that. And that's supposed to be like provable money that you could spare. Like if it disappeared, it wouldn't ruin your life type shit. And I was like, well, like, why don't they have that at the casino before I go in? Like if I go into a casino and I only have if I live paycheck to paycheck, there's nobody at the casino to stop me from putting the paycheck I just got Friday night on black.
Right.
I can risk my paycheck, and at the casino, if I lose it, I lose my wife, my kids, my house. You know what I mean? Like everything could be all from like a roulette table. So I didn't really understand the gatekeeping, and like, so I got a little upset about it, and I like waited, till it was public, because like that's all you could do.
Right.
As soon as it went public, well, the IPO I think was like $2 or something, right? It went public, it was like $20-something, bro.
Right.
And I went all in, like the whole 10 stack.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the second I could.
Right.
Guess what happened? Crashed to like $4 and never recovered, bro.
Right.
From $20-something crashed to $4. And I'm looking, I'm like, the IPO was $2. It public release was 20-something.
Right.
It crashed immediately to $4 and leveled out. Yeah. And I'm looking at, everybody that's in the IPO still doubled their money.
Right.
And that's where they left it. They just stopped selling off. They doubled their money.
Okay.
And I just felt like the biggest schmuck, like the dinner for schmucks, but at TD Ameritrade, It was so annoying. And I was very like upset. So I took all my money out that I had.
Right.
I went to the bank. I closed my bank account, stopped doing direct deposit. I got paper checks and everything. I was like, I'm out of the system. I'm done with this.
Right.
And like somebody whispered to me, yo, bro, like you can invest in weed. Like, that's so stupid. Shut up, bro. And you're like, no, check it out. And there's on TD Ameritrade, which I kind of was familiar with the whole Wells Fargo loan officer.
Right.
I saw a bunch of cannabis stocks for like pennies.
Wow.
And I only had a couple $100 out of $10,000 left. So it was like, YOLO, who cares? What's you know what I mean? I'm paycheck to paycheck after this anyway.
Right.
And I went all in, diversified across the board of every single agriculture that was due to cannabis, patent, like vape pen stuff, all of it. I just went all in. And a couple months later, it just blew up from pennies to dollars. And I had money again.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, I'm out of it. I closed my TD Ameritrade. I cashed out. I had a fucking shoebox with like maybe 20 grand physical cash. I'm like, I was like,
set,
the universe
bro.
saved me. I was saved. Thank you, universe. Like, not only did I recoup, I made money.
There you
it
go.
Was like, oh, did I get goosebumps just thinking about it, bro? Because it's like, it was made money off of after I'm like life lessons, bro. Like that's why it's hard to be knocked down and be upset about it. If you fall enough, you learn how to do cartwheels.
That's a great analogy.
That's what I'm saying. That, falling with style, Buzz Lightyear shit.
Fall with style, yeah.
That's what I'm. Right. You know what I mean? So I had all this money. My buddy knew how upset I was about IPOs.
Right.
Shout out to Matthew Harris. I don't think I've ever said his name out loud, bro. Thank you. Because he was I got him the job at the cell phone repair shop. And he was just like, overhearing all the bullshit. And he said, dude, there's like an ICO for Ethereum. You should check out the ICO. And I'm like, dude, I just got screwed by an IPO. He's like, no, an ICO, no credited investing, no KYC, no nothing, bro. Just a wallet. You send money to it and it sends the thing back to you. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Let me check it out.
Yeah.
And I didn't really get into the ICO. I waited for Coinbase and all, but I listened to Vitalik talk about the Internet of Things or whatever, and Andreas Antonopoulos I got to talk about the Internet of Money.
Yep.
And I was like, oh shit, yeah. If like my computer needs to like pay for like processing power that off site, it's gonna need a wallet. It's gonna need money. It's gonna need a way to pay another computer. Computers don't like live in America or like acknowledge the country. Like their residence is the internet. Their country is the internet. Their government's the internet. Their currency should be from the internet. So I was like, dude, it just makes money. The Internet of Money and then the Internet of Things. And I was like, Ring doorbells. There's a video on YouTube from me doing Ring doorbell stuff, like 5 or 10 years before Shark Tank. No joke. I was using voice over IP, Wi-Fi, and If This Then That app on Google Play Store. And I would root my device, set my phone up at my front door. And I had a thing charged. My mom hated it because it was like in the window of the front door plugged into like the wall. But like if you walked up, the the proximity sensor would get triggered on the phone, and it would immediately send me a picture of who was at the door, because I had a room all the way upstairs in a 3-story house.
Wow.
So like I didn't want to have to keep wondering if my friends were at the door, or if it was the mailman or somebody for my mom. So yeah, I did Ring doorbell way before Ring doorbell. Anyway, so I got into the crypto stuff with my buddy Matt Harris, and I went all in with that 20 grand, man. Like Bitcoin was like $400. I wrote an article about like how to buy I don't know what a Bitcoin is, but I own one. It's on Medium from like 2015.
Wow.
It was like $400 a Bitcoin, or 420 around that number. Honestly, it's funny. And I bought so many Bitcoin.
No way.
And I bought so many Ethereum and so many Litecoin. And about a year or two later, I retired. I was a millionaire. I quit my day job.
Wow.
I made a video on, this is my last day. Or no, I put my 2 weeks notice in video. And then 2 weeks later, I did this is my last day video.
Right.
And about a week or two later, I got hacked and lost everything.
No, are you for real?
Oh, and it's so crazy because an anonymous video, somebody made an anonymous video about me, about hacking me. Like, we are anonymous. Kenn Bosak, we have taken your assets.
No.
I'm not kidding, bro. It's so scary. I woke up, my phone was reset factory. My computer was factory reset.
No.
They had access to my AOL Instant Messenger, my MySpace, Dropbox, everything you can think of that I could have logged into, from like AOL Instant Messenger till, Bitcoin 2015, or 2017, I guess, when this happened. Everything was taken from me. And eventually I started a new YouTube channel. So it went live, or no, they gave me access to my YouTube channel so I could go live, and they were talking to me in my live stream, trying to like fuck with me and extort me. So I just like stopped streaming, whatever. John McAfee reached out to me.
The John McAfee.
The John fucking McAfee.
Why did he reach
Rest
out
in
to
peace
you?
to my motherfucking dad.
Why did he reach out to you?
Because he saw what I went through. He saw that I was hacked. He saw like anonymous videos. He saw like,
right. So
it
he
was
saw the
unbelievable, bro. It was like,
yeah, that's interesting.
insanely scary.
Yeah.
So
Did you like have a friendship with him?
oh yeah, he sent me a Sentinel sensor, which was like this honeypot thing that I had to put between my router, my Ethernet cable, and my computer. So everything ran through the honeypot to see if anybody was sending in packages, so we could have them think they were in the system, and while they're in the system, we're back hacking. But it was impossible to backtrack it. Like, we really think that the time like came down to somebody knew where I lived, because all my YouTube videos, which you can still see on YouTube, I walked out of my front door of my apartment. I walked down the street about 5 to 10 minutes to work. Every single day for 2 years, I made a YouTube video every single day, walking to work, because I worked every day, 7 days a week. Every day I had to walk to work because I don't like driving. So it was a 10-minute walk. It was in a shopping plaza right down the street from my apartment complex. So I was like, it's a perfect amount of time, 10, 11-minute walk to work. Sometimes I kind of took the longer way, because the shorter way was like 5 or 6 minutes. So I would walk and talk about the news articles I read while I was shit showering and shaving, getting ready for work. I'd read 2 or 3 articles. It would make me feel some type of way, and I'd talk about it on my way to work every day for years.
Wow.
And so yeah, when John reached out, he kind of helped me out with some finances, helped me start over. I think his involvement period got people to leave me alone, because it was like I was never contacted. They have access, whoever did this. They had all my nude photos, all my sex tapes,
My God.
anything you can imagine that would be in your cloud or in your computer, on your phone. Like it was, and it's from like, when I was young, like I started using technology when I was like 13, right? So
so everything
from when I was a minor up, they were like threatening me. And when John got involved, it all went away. All of it went away. So, I feel like he kind of like not only saved my life, but at least like my peace of mind. Like, I feel so much safer knowing, like, even though he's gone, I still know he's watching over me. I feel safer for it.
No, that's beautiful. I absolutely love that. And talk to me a little bit about, your experience dealing with other, let's say, crypto KOLs and
fuck those dudes, bro.
Because I've always seen
whoever calls himself a KOL, first off, I don't fuck with you.
Right.
Don't follow me. Don't engage with me.
Yeah.
If you wear that with a badge of honor, I don't even like you from the inside out.
Thank God. Okay.
And I never would have liked you even before. Before crypto, I probably wouldn't have fucked with you on the playground.
Right.
The fact that you were like, I'm a KOL, man. Fuck you clown.
Right.
But they don't retweet. They don't engage. And the only way they have what they have is because people do that for them.
Right.
And I
Right.
don't understand it, but I do now. I do now. It's all coming out with these bots, these farms.
Oh,
None of these KOLs have followers, bro. None of them.
no.
None of them.
It's all faked.
It's all bought bullshit,
It's
bro.
so bought
You
out.
do so much more in this space than 90% of the people that get more engagement than you. And it pisses me off on your behalf.
Yeah.
And the people that you fuck with, the influencers and the KOLs that doing your challenges, doing your show, they don't even retweet your shit that you're tagging them in. It pisses me off because their timeline has to just be them and only them.
Right.
Because God forbid their audience knows you exist because you might get some of their algorithm impressions. So you'll take away from their monetization, their money. Like they can't risk letting anybody in the planet that fuck with them know they fuck with you because they might fuck with you more than they fuck with them. The risk is too high and they don't hit that retweet button. We got to stop retweeting people that don't retweet you.
Right.
Stop hooking these influencers and KOLs up with impressions, engagement, and monetization.
Right.
Take it back. Make them retweet you before you retweet them. They're making so much money off of you, you sheep. Like, and these are the people that are like, oh, I don't drink Coke because it's poison. But you retweet fucking Bit Boy or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, make it make sense, right?
Yeah, please make it make sense. Why do people fuck with Wendy-O? You know, why do people fuck with Bit Boy? Why do people fuck with all these people like that are in the space that are just absolutely for sale? They're cameos. Like, and it goes for anybody. I don't care how much money an influencer KOL has, provably. Kevin O'Leary has a fucking cameo. Every billionaire has a price. So I don't care how much money you have. There's no credibility in your words. You are bought and paid for. And I know because you don't retweet the shit I say.
Right. Yeah. No, that's
over
facts.
it, bro. I'm over these fake friends that only fuck with me so I can be in a selfie with them. And like, I'll retweet it, but they won't retweet my shit.
Like, what's up with that? That doesn't make any sense. It's like reciprocity.
Fuck them all, man. I hope they all get demonetized, deplatformed.
Okay.
I hope they lose their passwords. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, I hope their
I hope their 2FA gets fucking
hijacked.
Like jacked. Yeah, fuck all of it.
Seriously, man. Yeah. I just
hope they lose their private keys. I'm so ready for like a new reset in this space because it ain't like Michael Turpin is the biggest, like he's the crypto godfather. That dude's the biggest con artist in crypto. Tokenize is literally a scamming con artist shill fest. Like it's all a scam. It's a show. And then they invite these KOLs to the Tiger Mansion because it's a cool venue for like, you know, Instagram pictures. And they use these KOLs and influencers. They invite them for free food, free drinks. But even the KOLs influencers don't mind that their brands are being used or their credibility is being used for these VC bullshit scams or these hedge fund scammers because they get free Instagram moments. They get the viral opportunities, the monetized area that they're invited into for free. Plus they're fed and they're drank for free and they get to have like a DJ perform. And so like, oh yeah, I got to do this thing for free, but you sold your soul. You sold your soul. And you know that feeling, like if you don't know if you sold your soul or not, that feeling that you get that prevents you from hitting the retweet button, that feeling is how you know that you have sold your soul. You're not even allowed to be yourself. You're not you. You haven't been you. You don't even know what authenticity even feels like.
That's crazy.
KOLs, man, they're a fucking joke. The term's a joke. It came from Clubhouse and Spaces. People that like got into crypto.
Yeah, I was curious.
Like 3 days ago and came out with a terminology that everybody used immediately.
Right. Yeah, like where did KOL come from anyway? Yeah.
Because they wanted to be like the CEO, CMO, CFO, CTO. So they wanted a 3-letter acronym that would get them in the club.
Right.
You know?
No, that makes sense.
If you want to be in the play, you have to be a part of the show.
Right.
You know, what's your role?
Yeah.
You can't be unscripted, you know, background actor. You have to have KOL.
Right. No, that's...
You KOLs need to keep on learning.
They really do. Yeah. Keep on... Yes. I love that. So let's... I'd love to come back to some of your conferences experiences because
there's a lot.
I feel like
Hundreds,
there's a lot.
over 400.
Because that's what you mainly do. I feel like you
That's
go to
all
a
I
conference, and what do you do at conferences mostly?
I like to interview the booths, man. Like nobody pays me. I'm not like you know. I'm now sponsored. You know, like but like I just went out of my own pocket, and like the feeling I had was like these people that paid like 20, 30 grand for a booth. like after a few, I noticed no content creators or whatever, even me, was going to them.
Right.
Nobody was asking them about their new project. You know, they're spending so much money, and they're not getting any like of that like ripple effect.
Right.
And I noticed over the years some of the booths weren't there anymore, and it broke my heart. And I'm like, why? And I'm like, they did all that they could, and they thought they needed to do more, but it was us that didn't do enough for them when they were done doing what they needed to do. Right? We needed to do more for them.
Right.
So I was like, let me interview every booth at every conference to help them get the word out.
Right.
Like at the Bitcoin conference, I saw the knick-knack nicotine people. I thought that was great. They're getting into these lozengers that are new with nicotine. They're accepting Bitcoin, trying to convince them to do a Cracker Jack box prize with NFTs inside.
Oh, that'd be fun.
You need the pressure, knick-knack nicotine, to put Cracker Jack prizes in there so you can get an NFT. And I told them, look, companies will pay you to put the NFT inside it.
Right.
So you could be a net zero profit company. Like it will cost you nothing to make what you sell because you'll be paid to make it just because you'll put that thing in it.
Right.
So now what you sell is zero MSRP. What do you want to sell it at? It's all profit now.
That's huge. That's a great
So
thing.
yeah, that's what I like to do. I like to meet projects, give them ideas, help them out, interview them, get them exposure, take selfies with them, even though nobody know, you know what I mean? Everybody else wants to get a selfie with a speaker. I stopped interviewing speakers in like 2017, 2018. I interviewed everybody that like was anybody, and I'm like, I don't need to interview them twice. Everybody that's how you know they're shitty influencers, shitty KOLs. If you need to talk to somebody like Charlie Lee more than once for an hour, you're wasting his time, our time, your time, because you're making them repeat themselves. You just didn't listen the first time you talk to them.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
I don't need to waste my friend's time. Like Charlie Lee, he's a busy dude. Charles Hoskins a busy dude. Like I would love to hang out and talk to them all the time, but how do I justify the hour a day outside of like, let's do a podcast and talk about the same shit you talked about on the other podcast you were just on?
Right. Yeah.
I got to come at them with a different angle, and that's what I'm doing now with the Not Another Bitcoin podcast. So I want to be talking to these people about anything but Bitcoin, man. I want to know what like their daily like routine is. What's their headspace? You know, their emotional like roller coaster throughout the day or year or life. Like what is their are they nihilists? Anarchists? Or what do they think of this or that? And pick their brains on things that just could be sort of that would help you understand why they're in crypto without them telling you why they're in crypto.
Yeah, let's talk more about your podcast. How long have you been running it? Like, how did it get started?
Oh man, Not Another Bitcoin podcast started in January, right? That's the first month of the year.
Yes.
Yeah, because February comes next and that's second. Cool.
Yes.
So yeah, I did it in January of 2016, and that's because I was
around for a minute then.
Yeah, man. But I never monetized it. Ever refused to. Even when I was getting views and all that engagement, refused. And after a while, when you refuse to monetize, the algorithm ignores you. But I didn't want to get monetized because I curse, I smoke. I've done topless episodes on YouTube, and you can't do that like your nipple showing and stuff. Like when you're monetized, I have music, I have stuff I can play in the background because it's not monetized, and I won't get strikes.
Right.
But I've noticed people that got into crypto, once they're monetized, now their whole like way they talk, the words they don't say, you're now on a whole new TOS, and you have to self-censor for self-preservation because of monetization. And I don't know how to filter myself enough to be like, okay, it's worth the couple dollars a month I'll earn to be like overthinking not to say the word fuck. Not worth it.
Not worth it. You have to be yourself.
Yes. And I wanted to also justify people's time. I was a really big fan of the Bitcoin podcast. Or no, I'm sorry, the BTC podcast. I got the tattoo right here.
Nice.
This is my Harvard University. This is my Yale.
Wow.
This is where I went to school. I went and they started their podcast. I don't fucking 2014 something. It was years ago, right? But I didn't listen to their recent episode when I found them.
Right.
I went back to the first episode they ever did. I listened to every episode all the way up to the newest episode. Took me months, brother. But by the time I got to the fucking up-to-date episode, I felt like they were family. I knew their like because they talked about their lives, their personals. Like it was so powerful and to me, and it just was like lit a light bulb over my head because they had so many amazing guests, and they were nice enough to let me come on in my first podcast ever, my first interview ever. Was it with Andreas Antonopoulos?
Nice.
That was like,
that's huge.
Talk about starting in the deep end.
Serious.
It was like talk about starting on hardcore mode. Like it was amazing.
Yeah.
And then from there, I said, I'll start my own podcast and I'll reach out to people and it'll justify them giving me an hour of their time because it's not just me selfishly doing it behind the scenes offline.
Right.
It's sharing it. And I think people that are guests on podcasts see the value in what they have to say, like I do with you in this,
Yeah.
but people will hear, right? So it justifies the fact that like I'm sitting here doing this with you now rather than being outside smoking, having a different experience, right? Like there's
Right.
value that isn't for me, it's for them.
Right.
And I wanted my guests to see that I had a them that provide
Mhm.
value to as well. It's not just
Right.
me asking questions for my own benefit.
Right.
It's for the world.
It is.
And I interviewed Dimitri Buterin,
Oh, wow.
Roger Veer, Charlie Lee, all these people, Brock Pierce, Trace Mayer, amazing, amazing people. And it was like a crash course through like, I didn't have to go to school because I had one-on-one with every teacher that did lectures. I didn't need to buy a book or read a book. I still have not read the white paper. And I'm wearing it on my chest.
Wow,
Like, shout out to Blockchain Wayne, Bitcoin Siaga, but like, I have never read the white paper. Don't need to because I talk to enough people that already have that I understand. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to read a book, about a guy who's trying to teach me how to ride a bike.
Right.
I'm just going to ride a bike.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. I got right into crypto, started using it for as it was. And the podcast was a good way too, because I don't know if I like this angle because you motherfuckers might steal it, but I use it for guerrilla marketing and for social engineering. Like I snuck into my first conference. That's how I met Consensus Team. And that's why they follow me. That's why they're family. That's why they invite me every year. Like I love Consensus, but I wanted to go to conferences for free.
Right.
And how do you do that without providing value? So I was like, podcast provides value.
It does.
I applied to every conference as press and some said no. I snuck in. I did some press. They caught me. They kicked me out.
Yeah.
I'm still doing interviews in the lobby. I had a lobby con.
Nice.
Eventually one of the organizers would find out what's going on and I'd be invited in every time.
Wow.
Token 2049 follows me. Money 2020 follows me. Consensus follows me. The only one that doesn't follow me anymore is the Bitcoin conference, because in 2021 I started the shitcoin conference, but they used to follow me. Futurist follows me. Litecoin Summit follows me. I mean, you name it, they follow because I met them through sneaking in, getting kicked out.
Wow.
There plenty of people have stories of seeing me getting like kicked out of conferences. Crypto Chicks, Vitalik's mom threw me out by my ear because I snuck in to interview Ben Gertzel, the father of Sophia.
Okay.
I snuck in to interview him. I got my interview, but I didn't have a badge. She noticed and kicked me out. I got back in. Vitalik was nice enough to ask his mom to give me a free ticket because I was outside smoking with Vic, and Vitalik came out and saw me with Vic, and he was like, "Hey man, like what's going on?" I'm like, "I can't. Your mom kicked me out," and he was kind of like instantly like "Oh, I'm sorry," and it was really cool of her to be like understanding because I showed her. I'm like, and again, it was all social engineering, but it's fucking Vitalik's mom, bro. Like she ain't gonna be socially engineered. It didn't work. But I sent DMs and I'm like, "Hey, press this, that, and the other," and then I sent another DM saying, "Hey, thanks for the invite and this, that." So when I got to the conference, I showed the people at the booth like, "Look, we're engaging with each other. You invited me," and it was like I tried the Jedi, trick. And it didn't work on his mom. She was like, "I didn't invite you anywhere, bro. Like, I don't know you." And I was like, "Yeah, okay, I tried. It is what it is."
You can't hypnotize everyone.
But that's how I try. I mean, I literally show up to conferences with just that moment in that day while I'm standing in line. I'll apply for the press pass. I get the email that says, "Thank you for registering." And I get in line. They're like, "Hey, where's your..." I was like, "I got the email that said thank you, but I never got a follow-up." And they're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. You never got a follow-up email. Like, here's your ticket." And I did that in Vegas recently with Daryl. There was a conference here for like Google applications. It was like the world's largest North American Google Apps conference. But I social engineered my way into there as a influencer for Google Apps. And I gave my badge to Virtual Growth. Shout out to VG. And we had free food, free drinks with that badge. And I social engineered my way into it.
Wow. That's amazing.
That's why I like going to conferences too, because for me it's like the reverse of an escape room. I don't care about.
I've never thought of it like that. Reverse of an escape room.
Yeah, it's so fun. It really is.
It is.
Justin's son helped me sneak into Token 2049.
He did.
I didn't have a ticket.
Oh my gosh.
I was hanging out in the lobby. I saw Justin. I was like, "Bro," and he, Ken, because we engaged before that, right? So he knew I stand the fuck out a little bit, bro, especially in fucking Hong Kong.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you would.
Right. So he was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Dude," and he had security, like 6 fucking big ass security guards, bro.
Right.
like,
Oh shit.
but we're talking,
Yeah,
and he was
yeah,
beelining it into the conference.
yeah. Okay.
And he just like didn't know, but like I didn't have a ticket, bro. Like, and I didn't
Right,
expect the
right,
opportunity,
right.
but I took it, and he walked me right into token 2049 because his security stopped their security from even messing with
Right,
us. So as
right.
soon as we got in, he was like, "All right, I got to go on stage, whatever." And I don't listen to speakers. I watch them on YouTube after I'm done the conference. You
Right.
can't get that time back, bro. But that video is recorded. You can watch it when you're leaving. Please don't listen to speakers speaking at conferences. Even if you're their biggest fan, you cannot get that time back. It's being recorded. You do have
Right.
to travel home. ROI, bro. Like, use that time to watch that,
There you
right? And use
go.
the
There you
time
go.
instead to mingle in the hallway. So I
Right.
told Justin, yo, bro, I'll be back. I went to booths. I found EliPal, which is awesome. They were the first air gapped wallet and a hardware wallet. I'm like, you guys air gapped it? Like, fuck yeah. Treasure was like the
Wow,
first to
let's
do this, and they didn't even
go.
air gap. Like, so I was really excited to meet that. And anyway, security found me. I was live streaming. I was live
No.
streaming, and then security found me.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a ticket or a badge or nothing. And I'm doing all these interviews one by one. It wasn't like legit because I knew I was going to get kicked out. That's why I was live streaming. And I got kicked out. The live stream kind of went viral because it was like a funny way I got kicked out. And the organizer of Token 2049 came out to the lobby and said, "Hey, Ken, look, this video, whatever, it's not like a really good look. And I'm sorry, whatever. It's not cool what you did. But he saw value in me being there. I didn't. It was cool the way he handled it, and he was like, if you delete that video, I'll give you a press pass. You can come into Token 2049. And I told him, I'm not deleting the video. Like, just because you said that, like, I didn't say it like that, but like, I was like, I'm not deleting the video. And he said, all right, I understand. And he just gave me the badge and kind of walked away in defeat. And I felt so bad that I deleted the video. But I didn't want to delete it just because I felt extorted or whatever, bribed to. Like, I deleted the video because I felt bad. Like, oh, he's right. I disrespected him. I made whatever. It wasn't cool what I did. And I totally agree. It wasn't cool, but like, it's also not cool to have tickets for like thousands and thousands of dollars when the technology is so new that people that need to learn about it can't afford to learn about it. It's
Right.
like, it's gatekeeping information.
Right.
And I'm sure the booths were appreciating the acknowledging I was giving them, and my audience was aware of their existence and whatever. So anyway,
Right.
Token 2049, they follow me. They invited me out. I actually just fought in Singapore at Token 2049 and
Wait.
crypto fight night. I got knocked
What?
out. I got knocked out in the third round.
Who knocked you out?
Grimace, but that dude is a beast.
Oh
He's
my
on like every
God.
steroid imaginable. That dude has been
Okay.
training for a decade.
That's not fair.
He's KO'd 6 people in a row.
Wow.
And like, I'm the only person that didn't like fall asleep. I got a TKO. I got knocked to the ground 3 times. And
Damn.
I had 30 seconds left.
Right.
And Grimace knows I'm talking shit. Shut the fuck up. He knocked me out. I'm going to say he's on steroids, you assholes.
Probably.
I'm going to say whatever the fuck I want. Plus, he was overweight and I was underweight, and that's legit. But that's my fault and a little bit of his fault. You know what I'm saying? And we still did the fight anyway.
Right.
But
Right.
I never even stepped on a canvas. I didn't spar. I refused to really spar.
Yeah.
Because like, I've been in fights and I never trained for a fucking fight that I've been in. Like, you just hit me and I hit you back. I've been in fights.
Right.
I've never had to be like, oh, I'm going to get beat up tomorrow. Let me like train today.
Right.
So it's whatever. I did some training with Macaque Flow. He's a fucking champ, bro. Like he taught me some techniques that really aren't applicable to first time fighters that I learned. Like once you're in the ring, bro, it's like, you don't know shit. Your body is so retarded. It's like trying to follow people doing the electric slide when you never seen the electric slide. Like you're just gonna be bumping into people, looking foolish. And I was tripping over my own 2 feet. It was so much fun that like the fun outweighs like whatever. Who cares that I lost? I had hundreds of Asian girls screaming my name.
That's definitely something you need more of.
I hope you don't edit the fact out that you're so tired. You're nodding
so
off during
tired.
this interview
I
because
am.
you're so overworked. You have barely slept.
I
You do
have.
so much.
Thank you,
He's
bro.
doing
I
this.
acknowledge
He hasn't slept in like a week. And
Yes.
he's still working.
I know, but
He's literally
you're-
taking cat naps in between my questions and answers.
And I'm still asking you
Oh
questions.
no,
Isn't
dude,
this
you're on
amazing?
point there. No, this isn't shade. This is flowers. Flowers. You're such a hard worker. And
Thank
that's why
you,
I'm so
man.
mad.
I
I am
appreciate
so
that.
mad at the content creators, influencers, and KOLs that you
Yeah.
are putting effort into
Right.
aren't giving you the same, not even half of love back, bro.
Yeah.
You guys should show more love to the people that love you. Reciprocation
Yes.
matters.
Yes.
And when there is no reciprocation,
Right.
it becomes one-sided, and that
Right.
feels dirty.
It
You guys
does.
should feel dirty when you don't hit the retweet button.
Definitely. Thank you. Thank you for acknowledging that. Thank you for acknowledging that I work hard. Yes, I know.
Yeah, I don't want them thinking you're not
I,
enough because you're drunk and shit. Like, this dude's so worked out, bro. Like, he's been traveling back and forth to the Teardrop Camper all the time. He's out here editing, making content. He's over here in the house hosting. Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
We did Spaces yesterday. We did the live stream, the mint
bro.
party.
I saw. I was trying so hard to get in.
I know.
I literally, we could spend an hour talking about what you just did, listing, not even talking about, just listing all the stuff that you've done.
This isn't about me, bro. This is about you, you know?
It's about us. It's about us, and it's about them too. It's about you, me, and you watching.
Right.
You're included too.
Yeah.
And
no,
you
I appreciate
too,
it, bro.
Bitcoin Barbie, I see you.
Yeah.
Hi.
Big shout out. Shout out. But anyway. No, she photobombed our interview. All right, well.
That's how you know it's a Kenn Bosak interview. Bro, I was interviewed at CIS after I talked to Steve Wozniak laying down on the ground. Somebody asked me, can I interview you? And I was like, only if you let me lay down on the fucking ground, bro. There is an interview of me in the middle of the conference, CIS, LA, Crypto Investment Summit. I'm laying down on the ground in the middle of the whole conference, like registration, everything. And the dude in the suit with the fucking, he's like a news reporter. He's like, all right, he laid down with me. And we did the interview laying down on the ground. They set the camera up on the tripod, looking right down at us.
Right. Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
That's how you know. Like, I don't do shit normally. Like, because then it feels there's too much pressure not to fuck up. Like, you know when you wear a white t-shirt and you get a ketchup stain?
Yeah.
It feels like 100 pounds just landed on your chest.
It's so
right?
horrible.
It feels like 100 pounds, even though it's just a ketchup stain.
Right.
I'm good. I'll add 3 more and make it a smiley face.
Right. Right. And I think another reason, like, I wanted to do this, even though I am tired, definitely physically, emotionally, like, it's been a week, you know, going through 2 different conferences, doing side events, hosting our own side events multiple times throughout the week. And then on top of that, yes, running a TV Survivor Crypto show. It's a lot, fam. It's a lot, but you know what?
We're all doing a lot, though.
Yeah, but you're
you know what I mean?
And but it's like, how many times do we get to actually come together and actually do a live interview? You know, it's like, it doesn't matter what we can do online, but at the end of the day, it's the human connection. It's the following through. It's the showing up too. And it's something that I've always, you know, prided myself in doing. And like, even when I met you at Denver, you know, it was really an experience. And I'm like, I really need to interview this guy. Right. And I know you're leaving soon as well for Consensus. So I just, you know, I just don't know how much time we have left. You know, it's that sense of urgency.
Dude, what if I died on that flight?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying, bro.
You never know.
You don't
all
know.
All we got is right now.
That's right.
Always
that's the present.
right
that's the
now.
present. That's the present. So that's why I'm so
100%
tired,
with you. That's why we're doing
and
this.
That's why we're doing
I'm
this.
emotionally tired. We both don't want to do this as much as we want to do this.
Well,
bro.
I want to do it more than I don't want to do it.
That's why we're doing it. No, that's why we're doing it. I feel you. But I'm also like, I feel that, right? Like,
yeah. And I want to get into something a little bit darker, if you don't mind, like a little bit about like why you think people don't like you, or why you feel like people have sabotaged you over the last few years of you in crypto, as you've been gaining a following, as you've been gaining momentum with your own. Like, why do you feel like people give you shade and like
distance themselves from me?
Yeah.
Because I am known for calling out scammers.
Right. Tell me more about that.
So many viral videos on Twitter about like confronting people in person. I am I was over in 2016 when I did the video, like 17, whenever it came out. Like, I'm over, and I did like 3 or 4. The most recent person I called out at a conference in person in front of people was Brian Rose from London Real. The dude's a piece of shit. He's a scammer.
Yeah.
But he was in the conference. He was an invited like person. Like, he should not be invited. He should be on the blacklist. Like, it's weird. We need safe spaces.
Right.
But he's this actual provable scammer con artist.
Right.
Like, if he sued me, it would all come out in discovery. That's why Brian Rose will not sue me for calling him a scammer and a con artist, right? Like, even if he does, the discoverability will come out and prove me right. He'll never do it. That's why scammers never sue me, because I know. You know what I mean? I called out this guy, Sean Kurtz from Clout.io. It was the very first like ICO I ever I was like, this is cool. It was like Facebook decentralized and all this stuff, and it was like a way to monetize retweets, likes, and engagement and all that. I was like, that's awesome. And then it was a scam. It was my first rug pull of an ICO, and I was just like, damn, man, like, it was such a good idea. All you had to do was take the money and do it. It wasn't even an impossible task. You just didn't build it. You wanted to buy Lambo. So when I saw him at the conference, called him a scammer, made a video, called him a big ass little midget. People in the crypto space, if you say big ass little midget, they're like Kenn Bosak, you know. There was another one I called out, Jorg Molt.
Okay.
He was invited to the Litecoin Summit. He was a speaker at the Litecoin Summit. He was
Right.
on stage
Right.
at the Litecoin Summit,
Right.
and he was telling people that he was Satoshi Nakamoto.
Right.
On stage, he
Right.
said, "I am Satoshi Nakamoto." On the screen behind him, it
Right.
called him Satoshi Nakamoto, and he was telling people about how he created Bitcoin,
Right.
all this stuff. And then he was walking around the venue of the Litecoin Summit, telling people that he had the Satoshi Nakamoto school, invest in it, and all this stuff. And bro, like, I snapped. Like, I heard somebody talk about him, like, this dude is not Satoshi. This is a scam that he's like, so I took out my camera. He smacked the hat off my head. Things almost got physical, but I got kicked out. He assaulted me and I got kicked out. But that's how like, some of these scammers are so well or like in that they can get on the stages and they'll get me kicked out. And he's in prison. The other guy's in prison.
Nice.
Brian Rose will be in prison soon. Ben fucking Semchi will be in prison soon. Like, all the people, like, but yeah, that's why these KOLs, influencers and shit, they distance themselves from me because I know if they know, they know if I know what they're doing, I'm going to call them out on it. And it won't be just between you and me.
Right.
It'll be as public as what you're doing.
Right.
Like, I want to make sure everybody knows I found out something. And they know that. So I'm not allowed in their groups, bro. I was at the Killer Whales TV show. See, I was in it. They filmed me. I'm in the show Killer Whales on Amazon Prime.
Really?
Season 2. I'm sure they cut me out because I called Jason Derulo a fucking scammer because he showed up. They were so happy. All these influencers, all these KOLs that were there for the Killer Whales TV filming in Hollywood, they were so excited to have Jason Derulo show up. And I'm like, he's actually a scam. Like, did you not watch the CoffeeZilla video?
Right.
And they're hugging him, dapping him, taking selfies, tagging him. I'm like, this is so parasitic. Your parasites literally leeching on other parasites. How do you not get like, septic, sepsis or whatever? Like, you guys still surviving.
Right.
So they don't invite me out. I don't really fuck with them. I'm in the group chats and shit, but like, that's because like, I guess we're friends, but like, they know like, I'm making snitching great again, bro. Make snitching great again.
Seriously.
If you see something, say something. You know what I mean? Like, don't just whisper it to somebody's ear. Like, because that's what happened to me with Bitcoin Ben and the Crypto Club, man. I had like 2 or 3 people come up to me and just whisper in my ear. And I wish it would have been a tweet, a YouTube video, or a public article.
Right.
Because that adds more like, you're not just a hater. You're not just envious of my
Legitimacy.
It adds something.
Yeah, definitely.
And
adds
not
more
even doesn't have to mean you're telling the truth. Just like weight to it, right?
Right. Yes.
So like, and then I ignored these people that if they would have made a tweet, otherwise would have immediately was like, okay, this is real.
Right.
But just because like I was in the position, running the club and doing what I was doing in Vegas, it kind of was like a little jaded envy, animosity type. It was like hard to be like, what you're saying is, direct.
Right.
But if you would have just tweeted it to the world, not just to me and my position at the time within it, it wouldn't have been just for me to see, and I would have seen it. Right? It would have been public knowledge that I could have consumed instead of just for me knowledge, and then that's consumed differently. So I didn't really believe it, but yeah, it turned out I wasted my time at the Bitcoin Ben Crypto Club in Las Vegas.
Damn.
Ben Semchi is a con artist and a scammer, and I just if you see something, say something. If you know, even if you can't prove it, if you know it, say it.
Right.
Because if they try to sue you for it, their lawyers and the government will find it through discovery. You don't even need to prove it. They have to prove what you said was a lie. You don't have to prove what you said was the truth. So if you see something shady, say something immediately.
Right. No, I absolutely love that. I think we should definitely.
Yeah, there's no excuses because people always say, I don't want to get sued. I signed an NDA. First off, if you know it's a scam, the NDA don't have any weight. So you're just not saying something because you want to keep getting paid. You have some kind of allocation that's being given to you every couple of weeks, and you don't want to ruin your token allocation. Say something.
Right. It's like why don't people speak up more? Why don't they actually have a voice and actually?
Because they can't get a job at McDonald's. So if this goes away, they can't even flip burgers. They have nothing.
Right.
They genuinely have nothing. Like they can't even get the most remedial physical IRL job.
Stop attacking me.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody engage with the
Seriously.
Bitcoin Barbie so she doesn't go homeless.
Oh my gosh. I know, right? No.
The Bitcoin Barbie .cake.cash.
I love cake. I love cake.
What kind of cake?
That kind of
Still
cake,
don't
bro.
know.
That kind of cake.
Uh-huh.
Kind of cake.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you are. No.
Sweet dreams.
I did want to say, you going to consensus?
I'll see you there. The community helped me get there.
Yeah, I'll see you in a little bit.
Dial.wtf,
I'll pick you up. I'm dropping you off.
mindswap, Celine Wallet,
Yep, I'll drop you off in the
Cash
morning.
Stamps. They helped me go to consensus, so I'll be there.
All right. Yep. Have a good night. All right. So anyway, yeah, people suck.
We suck too, though. You know, like that's another thing. Is like I get into my own shit where it's just like, I don't know, like I don't have I'd rather play video games, right, than be in your space sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Like, and that makes me feel some type of way, even about myself. Like,
Yeah.
like dude, he's doing all this work. Like, it doesn't take that much effort to just like pop on the space and lower the
Right.
volume while I'm playing my game.
That's
like,
true.
I need to be more considerate of what I wish people would do for me and do that for them before they even do it
Yeah,
for me. Before you even feel like retweeting me, I'm gonna retweet you so much.
Yeah.
When you see that button, it's gonna feel so bad if you don't hit it.
Right.
I'm gonna over engage. I got notifications turned on for every person I met in this house.
Wow.
Every person in
Thank
this
you.
house that I
Appreciate
met,
that.
notifications of all notifications are turned on, and I've been liking, retweeting. My timeline don't even look like my timeline.
I've seen that.
And that's
yeah,
how other
you repost
timelines
a
should
lot.
look.
Yes, I agree with you. More people should do that.
But because they're monetized, self-censorship, self-preservation,
Right.
monetization.
Right.
It's all fake, bro. It's so fake. Everyone's so fake.
Right. But how do you overcome that fakeness?
Do this. Be uncomfortable. Go streaking. Go to a nude beach. Do something that you really, 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 really don't want to do outside your
Right.
comfort zone,
Right.
and get comfortable doing that, and do that everywhere, and make everybody uncomfortable around you instead of you being uncomfortable around them. You know, if I was uncomfortable around all these suits.
Right.
Now I dress the way I dress because I know I make them uncomfortable when they see me in the same room as them, bro. You know, I'm the shark that shows up. They're like, oh, here's a megalodon. No shit. I see it when they see me enter
There
the
you
room in
go.
pajamas and onesies, and they
I
ask
love
me
that.
questions about shit. I'm like, yeah, I get it. Like, I
Right.
made you uncomfortable. That's why I'm so comfortable in this environment now.
Right.
You know,
right.
so that's how I do it. You know, be so you. Mess with your hair, make it messy. You know what I mean? Don't be so like everything has to be perfect. Pop half your collar. You know what I mean? Like, have a stain on your shirt and just like deal with it. It's not that
Right.
big of a deal.
Right.
And like rock one day, just one. Here's my thing to you watching this video. Eat a hamburger and get a messy white t-shirt and go around the rest of your day with it without even acknowledging it, and see how many people actually acknowledge it and see how it actually matters, because it don't.
It
Nobody
don't.
will.
Nobody
Doesn't
cares.
matter.
Nobody cares.
Yeah.
They're too self-absorbed anyway, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. People don't notice you as much as you don't notice them, bro.
That's right.
But
That's
people
right.
think there is, because it's that
Right.
ego, bro. Ego.
Ego is the enemy.
Psychedelics, bro. I guess that's the truth answer.
Yeah.
The short answer to everything.
There you
Psychedelics.
go. Psychedelics.
And Dogecoin in Vancouver changed my life. I was just like
Dogecoin,
all of these
wow.
normie people. I had to have matching socks and my fucking, you know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
I mean, my socks match today, but
They
that's because
do
my friend
match
bought me them. I
today.
didn't
They
have
look
socks, and my
great.
friend bought me socks.
Aw, that's not so nice of you.
Yeah.
Aw. So Dogecoin. I didn't know there was a Dogecoin event.
It was the first one. I met the founder, Jackson Palmer, who told me he doesn't like crypto or Dogecoin or any of this stuff. It broke my heart. I'm like,
What?
fuck you,
Why
Jackson
was
Palmer.
he doing it then? Why was he doing
He's
the
just
event?
trolling, I guess. I don't know. You know what I
because
mean?
I've never heard of a
He
Dogecoin
sold
event.
all of his Doge, so like he's kind of a hater.
He is a hater.
But I think he
do
does it
not
like Ronald
that.
G. Wayne does it. The co-founder of
Okay.
Apple kind of owns the
Yeah.
fact that he sold all his shares early.
Right.
I think, Jackson does it too. Jackson Palmer, I believe is his name. And
Uh-huh.
so yeah, I was there, and it was the first time I dressed up normal. I was normal shit. You know what my
Yeah.
first 5-minute experience was at Dogecoin, bro?
What?
I walked in and it was empty because people were all doing these like speeching and stuff. Like there was like speaking, yeah, fucking so yeah.
Okay.
They were speaking, and everybody was in the room listening. It was a packed audience. Like, dude, there's like
Yeah.
1,000 people in this room. It was huge.
Right.
Everybody was like watching and listening to the speakers.
Right.
But I didn't know. I was in the hallway waiting because I'm like, like first day of school type shit. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know where to go.
Right.
Where's my class? I don't have an agenda.
Right.
So I'm waiting at the registration booth, which, by the way, has like lays on it and like crop top t-shirts and like flary wristband. I'm like, is this a conference or like a fest? Like, I thought I was in the wrong
It
spot.
sounds like a festival.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looked like when I walked in, I was like, I don't think I'm in the right spot. So I'm like, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna wait here and figure it out. Like, I'll see an adult eventually.
Right.
And-
Right.
I walked in and I met Kyle Kemper, bro.
Kyle Camper.
Kyle Kemper is an amazing individual in the crypto space.
Yeah.
He was on Tucker Carlson recently,
Oh,
and
cool.
he happens to just so be Justin Trudeau's brother.
Oh, okay.
And when I met him, I didn't know this
Cool.
for about 2 years because he
Yeah.
doesn't really, he never talk, he doesn't fight nothing, right?
Right.
And people don't really acknowledge that either, right? Because it doesn't matter, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
where he's at that point, it really don't matter whose brother you are when you. He was so him. When I met him for 2 years, I didn't know who he was. I traveled, I shared beds with him, I cuddled with him. We were
Wow.
so close, like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
brothers. Like
Right.
but when I met him at that conference, bro,
Yeah.
he saw the shirt I was wearing and didn't even ask. He just grabbed a pair of scissors off the desk and he cut my fucking shirt into a crop top.
Uh,
Yeah, indeed, bro. I was about to hit a dude. I'm like, who
wow.
I was at that time was like instincts to hit. Like,
Mhm.
what are you doing, bro? Like, get the fuck off me.
Right.
And like, he was so positive energy. He was like, trust me, I
Yeah.
got you. And like, I was like, my shirt, like, it wasn't, what are you doing?
Right.
And he cuts it into a crop top, cuts the little slits in it so it's all frilly and stuff. And
Right.
it was follow me. And I'm like, okay, like, I don't know what's happening. Didn't even ask me for a ticket, dude. Nothing. Didn't ask me. He was just like, come with me. And I went into the room and he sat me down. I'm listening to
crazy.
these people speaking.
Right.
And then we do a march to like a parliament building or something.
Yeah.
And they did the United Nations of like crypto. And it was like represented, like it was like the physical, literal place where like in Canada, the United, like whatever, it was like legit.
Right.
And we stormed it. There was hundreds of us. There was people from like, they're sitting down and talking like, I am the representative of scammers. I am the representative of degenerates. I represent decentralization. And they were like going into what they were representing and what they were standing for and what their like, manifesto was of like what they represented, and went through all like 100 different things in crypto that these people wrote these like amazing, like thought out speeches about. And it was just like first eye opening moment, like wow. Like all of them look like fucking weirdos. I'm judging everybody in the room, bro.
Right.
I'm judging them all. Like I'm judging myself because I just let a grown man cut my t-shirt into a crop top and I didn't even say nothing about it. I let it happen.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, this is making me I'm like judging. And then they keep talking. I'm just like blown away. It's like reading a book with the worst cover you could have, like, it's like not even the worst cover. It's not a bad cover. It just doesn't describe the book.
Right.
It's a cover that just doesn't describe the book. So it's like every time I turn a page, it's just more and more mind blowing because I didn't know what to expect.
Right.
And that's what I liked about that. I was like, oh, it literally makes the expectations like not worth having because, it's not about the cover. It's about the book.
Right.
And then I met these people that took me streaking for the first time, bro. I ran through the streets of Canada naked in Vancouver.
Yeah. Like a group of you or like
we were partying naked on a bus for a while, jumping around with our junk, and there was so many titties smacking me and girls were hugging me. My junk was getting tugged and handshaked. It was so fun. Like it was like, and I never experienced unclothed, like I never had an experience with people or persons that was unclothed and non-sexual. Is my first non-sexual naked experience in life.
Wow.
And
that's quite the experience.
It really was like it really not to say desensitized or anything, but it changed something about me.
Yeah.
And it was just so freeing.
Yeah.
And we ran into a lake. We went swimming. We were like, I'm swimming as a backstroke, and I have my little birdie looking like a shark fin. It was like, like making the jokes about it,
That's
and
funny.
just like it was so much fun. And like I realized like every day could be this fun if I wasn't so like worried about what people thought, what like what impression I might give or what they think about me tomorrow. Thinking like, I don't think I've ever thought about anybody tomorrow. Like, why would I think they thought about me tomorrow?
Right.
So it's just that conference changed me internally. I like after that conference, I was a butterfly and there was no way to go back to a caterpillar. It just was impossible. I started dressing like how I felt. Like you remember a Big Daddy? He like started letting him dress himself. And he felt more safe and at home in himself. Like he was like, that was me when I started dressing like myself and going to conferences. It was like, I don't feel all this pressure. I feel like, you know what I mean? So comfortable now, even with the suits and all this, like, feels so good to be me.
Yeah.
And I feel like people try so hard to be a version of them.
Right.
It must be so tiring. And I know people in this space, they have these character usernames or a persona. And I know who they are on stage and in public. And I know who they are in their house because I slept on their couches.
Right.
And they are different people. And I see it being exhausting. And I believe that's sort of what happened to BitBoy, Like, I think BitBoy kind of fell into what's his name? Dice Clay, Andrew Dice Clay, you know, he's like, he can't not be Andrew Dice Clay anymore.
Right.
You know, it's just he had to be BitBoy, and he couldn't not be the character on the camera, off camera anymore. He fell into the role, and I've seen it happen to people, but I don't want to have to be like a different version of me anytime ever. Like whether you're a girl that I'm dating and we're in love, or you're a stranger I just met, or you're a family member I've known my whole life, all of the versions that you can describe to people will be the same.
Yeah. Yeah. And I find you're really comfortable. Well, physically right now, but like just with yourself.
Well, that's fine, because I made sure I was like, look, I'll do the interview, but can I do it laying down? I made sure I set boundaries. And I think people are afraid of setting boundaries.
No, for sure.
And like, I try to do it respectfully, but with conviction. I am stubbornly convicted to my comfort. You know, I walked out of tokenized because I was uncomfortable. I've walked away from conversations. I've blocked people. I've unfollowed them. I immediately make myself comfortable when I'm uncomfortable. And if somebody, like, if you would have said, no, can we sit up? Like, we wouldn't be having, it would be a world's different conversation, because you would have had a more, you know, uncomfortable version of me to talk to.
Right. And part of my job as an interviewer is to make my guests comfortable. So I'm glad you're comfortable right now.
Thank you so much.
Of course. It's kind of the rule of thumb.
Like you said, like, I want to do this more than I don't want to do it, because I'm emotionally drained as much as you might be physically drained. Like, I've had a week, bro. I'm poor. I have no money. I'm at the mercy of my friends who I've helped. I'm not saying like I'm counting, you know what I mean, what I've done, but like I'm so grateful they're still here for me, since I'm not there for them in the same way I used to be. I learned that wasn't about what it wasn't about just because Kenn had money.
Right.
It's like a credit. Like, I still have a team.
Right.
And like, so it's been really hard this past week being here, not being able to like buy food when I'm hungry, or weed when I want to smoke, or get an Uber to leave somewhere. Like,
right. And you were saying before how you were a millionaire at one time.
3 times.
3 times.
3 different times.
And so why is it that it seems like you can make money, then lose money, then make money, then like how?
Because I don't care about it. Never have, never will. I've had $1 million, and you never see me with a Lambo.
That's true. That's true.
I bought my mom a house. I bought my manager at the time and Elise a house. I never did anything for myself. I don't. So if I can't, hear me out. If I can't take it with me when I'm gone, I'm not putting my me into it. And me is value, right? Like, money is an extension of you. The time that you through alchemy, you put you into the money.
Right.
I'm not going to put money in this stuff. I have memories I can take with me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I invested all of it in the memories. And
I love that.
And like, it's because I don't care about it. It does come, like, even earlier in the first store, I lost 10 grand, made 20. Like, and then I lost $1 million, made another selling NFT. Or no, that was before I made $1 million trading. Lost this one. I spent it all. And then I did NFT sales. I made another $1 million. And I hodled it with these stupid diamond hands from $1 back down to 3 cents. But
my God.
Don't remind me, bro, because I was AFK for those 2 years.
Oh my God.
But yeah, man, I spent it all on the way down just living. And so here's my explanation of it, bro. Sure. Like, I have the recipe. I know how to cook.
Yeah, I know.
Once I'm in the kitchen, I'm baking millions.
Right.
I have 3-time track record. You think I can't do it a 4th? I know I can. That's might sound arrogant, but like, have you been a millionaire 3 times?
I have not.
I heard the first million was the hardest. No, dude, it was
after that. It becomes easier.
Yeah, right? It literally, it was easy, and the first one was easy. The second one was even easier. The third one was literally the easiest million I ever made.
This next one should be real easy for you.
I actually, it's so. It's kind of scary how easy it really is.
Yeah,
but I am fully aware of all those times I made those millions.
Right.
No matter how I did it, it came from somebody who didn't. Somebody had to lose for me to win. Whether it was somebody, buying, selling, trading, shorting, whatever.
Yeah.
All the money I ever made was from people that lost it to me in some way or another, right? Whether they sold their Bitcoin and I bought it, or they shorted it and I longed it, they bought my NFTs or whatever, right? Like, I need to make sure this run is something that will generate something for whatever got me to it. So however I make this million, however I got there with this team, the media thing, whatever, it too has to now make a million from the million it made me. It has to. I have to find a way to build a cyclical
Yes.
economy around myself. Like I'm
There
a
you go.
cyclical solar system because
There you
I'm the
go. Even
sun,
better.
and I
Yes.
can have a cyclical solar system revolve around me.
I
I could
love
have
that.
this team, that team, that team, that team, all feeding each other into this one ecosystem
Right.
that is around me.
That's beautiful.
And it comes down to a lot of new pressure because like 10, 11 years in crypto, I've been self-funded and now I'm broke because Bitcoin Ben ruined my life. I wasted my time at the club in Vegas and
Yeah.
I had to help people relocate. I had to unstake things that I
Yep.
was earning APY on that I was spending to live on. And like now I'm
Right.
nothing. You guys, I'm pretty public. Track all my wallets. I have never not shared a wallet. I'm
Right,
Kenn
right,
Bosak
right.
on ENS, Phantom
Right.
Wallet, FIO.
Right.
You can find my MySpace, Kenn Bosak.
Right.
I've always been me on PlayStation, Xbox. You can add me, Kenn Bosak.
Right.
But like, I'm public. Even
Right.
when I had money and even when I don't, like people, my closest friends are like, you got to stop telling people you're broke. I'm like, why? I am. And like, if they're in a position to fucking help me, like I'm in a real bad position. I could
Yeah.
use it. Like, I'm not embarrassed. I don't have embarrassment. Like,
yeah.
I don't know
you
what
strike me
embarrassment
as-
feels
you
like
don't
anymore.
strike me
I
as that
like,
type
yeah,
person.
embarrassment to me is a non-event. Like, I don't
Right.
acknowledge embarrassment.
Right.
If I start to feel embarrassed, I do it on purpose just to
Okay.
fuck with me. You know what I'm saying?
Just to
Like if you
brainwash
see
you,
your
yeah.
friend afraid to get in the pool, you push your friend in.
Right.
I don't
right,
have
right.
many friends, bro, so I push myself in.
Right. I love that. I love that, Ken. You're so true to yourself. You're so authentic.
Oh,
It's hard to
I'm
meet
all I
people
really
like
have,
that.
dude. To be honest,
It's like you're aware of really who you are.
well, I did 2 years of isolation after I lost my family, man. Like I really went deep into me.
Whoa.
Like I know who I am. I
can
spent 2
tell.
years
I
with
can
me,
tell. 2
Uh,
years of isolation.
with just
like,
me. Well, I had a girlfriend at the time, you know what I mean? But she was really sick and she was
Yeah.
always in the hospital and stuff. So it
Oh,
was
I'm
like,
sorry.
even then, a lot of just me taking care of her while she's unconscious.
Yeah.
So a lot of alone time.
Yeah.
So-
But you sound like such a people person.
Yeah, no, that's why I love conferences. And like, I've never felt safer in any
Yeah.
environment than a Bitcoin conference, even though we're surrounded by a lot of scammers. Like,
Right.
it's the physically, they don't have the balls to do it in real life.
Yeah.
Like, you could leave $100 bill on the table at the Bitcoin conference,
Yeah.
and every scammer will walk past it because they don't have the balls to get punched in the mouth by the motherfucker who watched them do it.
Mm.
So you could leave your phone out. No one's going to pick up a phone that ain't theirs. They're
Right.
all pussies.
Right. Right.
But they'll scam you on Twitter. So like being in this space, I feel so safe because they're fake tough guys. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Like I'm from Kensington, bro. Like steal from me, I'll fuck you up. I don't care how big you are.
Right. Right.
If I can't beat you up, I got money or I got friends. Like I'll
Yeah. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.
I'll hack your
I have
account.
resources.
I'll make it look like you did some shit and I'll report you to the FBI.
There
Like, I don't
you
give a
go.
shit.
Right.
I'll get back
right.
at you, big dude. I don't care how big you are. I'll find a way. So like, yeah, I am so comfortable in these Bitcoin conferences, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like to me family reunions at this point. You know,
That's what I
Like,
was gonna say.
I've seen Lynn. I've had so many moments with so many
conferences.
people, like
Mm.
Lynn Albridge, Adam Back, Janice McAfee, Nick Zabos, Nick Spanos.
Mm.
Peter McCormick, you know, like these, dude, they're like family to me. Like, dude, I was talking to somebody at the conference, and Peter McCormick literally ran full sprint at me like a beast, a wildebeest.
Really?
And he hugged me. Ken, I love you, brother. I gotta go. I have a.
Oh
And
my
I'm like, dude,
God.
will I see you later? He's like,
Love
no,
it.
I have a flight. That's why when I seen you, I have to go there and I have to leave. And I'm like, all right. And then I talked to the person like after he ran, like, is
Yeah.
that Peter McCormick? I'm like, yeah. He's like, who are you? Like
Right.
the whole conversation changed now. They're like,
Wow.
who are you? What are you? What do you do? Why are you so important? I'm
Right.
like, I'm not, bro. I'm just
Right.
loved.
Yeah, I can see that. And you love so hard, and I feel like that reciprocation doesn't really come back.
Well, I never asked for anything, dude. I've always been
Right,
self-funded.
right.
I never had to ask anybody to
know.
promote this. Can I
Right.
shill this? Can I come on your show to talk about that? Will you come on my podcast? I never had to be like the other KOLs and influencers. The reason
Right, right.
they don't got the
No.
same people that follow me following them.
Yeah, but I'm saying you don't have to ask.
Now I got-
Reciprocation.
oh yeah,
means
yeah,
that they
exactly,
just follow
exactly.
through because
But that's what I'm saying. I was in a position to do
Yeah.
that, but there's no way for those KOLs and influencers. There's no reciprocation. Just give me
See,
money and I'll
that's what I'm
shout you out.
saying. It's not
That's
right.
it.
It's not right. It's like I retweet your post, retweet my post. You know, it's like
Well, I
it's
don't even want you to
reciprocation.
read. It's not even about that, right?
Mhm.
It's like that. I don't. When I retweet you, it's
Yeah.
not saying like, "Oh, I hope you retweets me." it's the domino effect of paying it forward. I hope that the mentality of hitting the retweet button in general is just back to where it used to be before we were monetized.
Right.
I'm not doing I'm not keeping count of how many retweets I've given Crypto Fan Radio.
Right.
But like, I'm trying to get to a point to where like that doesn't matter again, because it didn't for a long time. People would just hit the retweet button because it was like worth sharing. They wanted their friends to see the thing they saw so they could talk about it when they see their friend.
To see the value.
Right. Water cooler type sharing shit.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
And now it's all echo chamber, everything.
I know. It's really sad. That's why I've tried to explore more outside of Twitter too. Like there's these other social media platforms. Have you used any of them for?
Yeah, I used Tinder for a long time to promote Bitcoin.
Okay.
I got banned. It was great. I have screenshots. I have been matched with thousands of girls on Tinder. Thousands of girls on Tinder.
I believe you.
And I got banned because I guess I looked like a bot, but I never copy pasted. I just always would talk. Hey, I'm Kenn Bosak. What do you do? Oh, what do you do? I'm into Bitcoin. You know, I travel a lot. Oh, this, that. Are you into Bitcoin? No, we should check it out. And like it kind of ended there. The next girl that liked me, same conversation. As soon as it gets to you should look at Bitcoin, they never, they just ignore you.
Right.
So many girls I talked to, just every time on Tinder, literally every time on Tinder, somebody matched with me. I told them to check out Bitcoin.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
You know what I mean? So that was like a platform I used. I used OnlyFans for a while just for content for crypto stuff.
Okay.
And then I also did adult stuff for a while. I have deleted it, but the Wayback Machine exists.
Okay. Good.
But the only reason I even deleted it was because I want to do this media group thing. I want a team of people under me, and that pressure that I talked about with that earlier is to like not be unauthentic, but be more authentic to the group. It's not my own authenticity anymore. I have to be authentic for multiple people.
Right.
You know, it's not just me representing me anymore. I have double O tats. I have Miggy Crypto. I have Crypto Gal, and I have Bobcat BTS. I have all these people. I have a lawyer now. I'm not sure if he wants to be public. Nobody's one of the biggest lawyers in crypto. Love you, brother. I would have shouted you out, but I'm not sure. You know what I mean?
No,
I know you know. Like, so, but yeah, it's like I have a lawyer now. We're doing all this stuff, and like. It's like, again, the first time I'm in a position where I need to make some money, and I actually have all the dots out there like stars, but I never made constellations. I never tried to connect dots.
Right.
And now this is my first time connecting these dots in my constellations and building these things out to see the bigger pictures.
I love that.
Trying to, get something for what I've been doing. No, I've been doing this stuff just because I enjoyed it. Like I never was like, oh, I need a sponsor to go to Token 24. I'm like, I went to Token 24 and I without a ticket because I was like, I'm going. I didn't even have a hotel room, bro, when I went to the first one.
Fuck, where'd you stay?
Oh my God, that's a great question. This is why this dude's an interviewer. I'm like, I interview people and I would have probably just been like, that's cool. And just like let it roll. But yeah, so I was sleeping in the lobby.
They let you sleep in the lobby?
No, they did not let me sleep in the lobby.
So then what happened?
They kicked me out. So I had to walk around for a few hours, and then I went back to the lobby because
Yeah.
I knew shift change. I was like, oh yeah, not the same people. Not the same people working here right now. It's like, night today, it was morning. I was like, shift change. All right, I'll get kicked out by the next group, right?
Right.
So I sat down, laid down, and Paul Pue from Edge Wallet, the CEO and founder of Edge Wallet.
Okay.
It used to be called Airbits, and that's how you know if you're an OG or not. I used Airbits. They turned into Edge Wallet, which is probably next to Phantom, who I'm trying to get to sponsor me. Edge Wallet will probably never work with me. I'm too much of like a brand liability. I tried to work with them. But anyway, he let me sleep in his room with him in his bed. Like I shared a bed with Paul Pue of Edge Wallet and Token 2049 in Hong Kong because I just showed up without a ticket, without a hotel room, without anything. I just showed up. Just show up. And that's what I mean. But now it's hard. I can't even just show up, bro. I don't have the money for the flight. I don't have the money for the room. I don't have money for food or weed.
So we gotta solve your money problem, bro.
Oh, no, the community is that they have been. That's why I'm saying I'm going to consensus, and that's why I love, I had to keep shouting them out. Dial.wtf, Mindswap.app. They're like the only two out of everybody I've ever, I've asked people for help.
Right.
They were the only two that were able to shake out the couch cushions.
Right.
It means a lot to me right now that they're doing that. So
definitely.
They're the only reason I'm even going to consensus.
Right.
I submitted a proposal to Bitcoin Cash through fundme.cash, which is the only reason I'm able to go to Europe next week, right?
Yeah, you told me
or after consensus.
Right.
So I asked them for 2.5 Bitcoin Cash to go to consensus and make content specifically focused for them.
Right.
Otherwise, if I don't get the budget for them, I can't afford to make any content for Bitcoin Cash.
Right.
I have to focus on what did help me get there. You know what I mean?
Right.
But hopefully, I have 1 day left to raise 2.5. It's like $1,000.
Right.
And that would be enough to maybe get us a room, or we have a plan to crash with friends, but maybe we can get a room one night just so we can have our own peace of mind or space, or have some pocket money from the Bitcoin Cash community to buy some green and smoke it.
Right,
Bitcoin Cash is green. Oh, use Bitcoin Cash to get some green. But otherwise, I'm literally going to consensus with just enough money to get there and get home. I have no idea how I'm going to eat. I have no idea how I'm going to smoke weed. I have no idea how I'm going to Uber places if I wanted to leave at my own reconnaissance. I'm at the will of somebody who's offered, or I'm walking. And I am okay with this, as if you have,
It
because
sounds
I'm used to it. Like,
Yeah,
this is
but-
what my life was like before Bitcoin. No, you have no idea what my life was like before I fixed phones.
okay.
It's this. I did this for longer than I didn't.
Right.
I had 10 years of being wealthy.
Right.
I was 25. I had 25 years of not.
Right.
I have more experience being broke than I do, being rich.
Right.
So I'm a master of broke. I mean, when I was younger, I ran away from home. I was like 12 years old when my mom left the city,
Right.
and I refused to leave with her. And I was a bad kid, man. So like, my mom said, "Fine, fuck you. At least stay here, figure it out." So I was crashing with random friends and at the family on couches, all couch. Like, I was never stationary.
Right.
I kind of still went to school here and there just for the food, but then I'd leave. I go for breakfast, probably cut a couple classes, hang out in some random gym class I wasn't like supposed to be in, go to lunch, eat lunch, and then walk out a fire exit and rinse and repeat. Like, that's how I was surviving. And then I joined a swim team, and the swim team during the summer would give you the space meals with these little lunches and stuff. So I swam on the swim team. I actually did first place in the backstroke,
Nice.
which was awesome.
Congrats.
Thank you. And yeah, I was like literally sleeping in a park in like those little hamburger things, like just trying not to be in Jersey with my mom because I wanted to be in Philly so bad. Like, I couldn't fathom what reality would even be like not there.
Right.
And I didn't want to do it. I'd rather die on that hill. That's how I felt. Yeah, even at like 12, 13 years old, man, I was like, I'm not leaving.
That's fair.
And so, yeah, I just started crashing with friends and stuff. But I did get arrested with the whole selling drugs at like 13. And it
that's
was
not
like a
good.
SWAT team raid. It was on, if you want to look it up, it was in Philly, Kensington. It was on Weichel Street and Ann Street. And it was around whenever I was like 13 or 14, something like that. It was before freshman year of high school.
Okay.
So you guys do your math and investigate. But it's there. It happened. And a couple blocks down the road, they tackled me after the deal was done. There was like SWAT team off ropes and windows. It was like a movie. And
Wow.
I had to go on the run because they wanted me to testify. Like, so I signed papers at like minors, 14 or 13. Because I'm pretty sure I was 14 a freshman, so whatever.
Right.
But I signed these papers saying that I was allowed to leave jail with my aunt who picked me up because my mom wasn't in the city. I had to testify against the guy I was selling drugs for. And I was like, yeah, dude, definitely fuck that guy. He took advantage of me. He said he was going to beat me up. I'm so afraid of him. Like, I did the whole, whoa, you know what I mean, bro? And the cops were like, yeah, this dude's definitely going to testify that, they're like, I was so like, they're probably like, the jury's going to eat this kid up. This guy's going away. And that day I went immediately to Jersey with my mom. I ran. I never went back to Philly. The state, whatever, the cops kept, sheriffs, state, whatever, investigators kept calling me because I had my own phone at 13, it was like that, selling drugs and shit. They kept calling my drug phone in Jersey saying like, yo, you know where you are? And I'm like, well, come get me. I know you can't come to Jersey for me. And they're like, well, if we ever catch you in Philly for any reason, like if your mom got pulled over and you're in the car, I was like, bro, they don't ask the minors in the backseat for ID when your mom gets pulled over. Like, I'm not stupid, bro. You know what I mean? I'm a street smart. So I'm talking to this detective like, go fuck yourself.
Right.
And he let me off. He was like, fine, whatever, we're done. We're not even looking for you. Like, I didn't know if it was a trap or not. But then I got arrested in Jersey too and had to do probation there. So it didn't even really matter.
Damn.
But at least I didn't have to testify on anybody. And
Right.
I got away, like that was when I was 18. I got off probation when I was 21 and it was a vibe.
Yeah.
And I don't drink. And I was afraid that getting off probation on my 21st birthday was entrapment, like a scam.
Right.
So I was afraid to get high.
Right.
So my friends took me to see Toy Story 3 for my 21st birthday.
No way.
Yeah, at like the last showing. And we were the only grown-ass adults in the room that didn't have kids. Like, it was like, and we were all into it. Like, we were sober partying at 21. So you embrace the fact that we were alive type shit. And it might as well have been drunk or high. Dude, it was such a good time.
Right.
And we walked actually for probably like 4 hours after that through the city for my birthday. And I still don't drink to this day.
That's great. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't like it. I don't know why people are proud of me. I don't like it. It's not hard not to drink.
Right,
If I liked it, I take the pride a little
sure,
differently.
Sure.
But like I feel like when people say, or whenever you say to somebody I don't drink, it's like
Yeah.
you had a problem, or it must be hard because
Right.
I really want to like drinking because I see how y'all act when you're drunk,
Yeah.
and I want to be that social. I want to be able to like.
You are social.
Well,
though,
not
without it.
I don't, when people are drunk, bro, you all get physical and start hugging and rubbing, and when you're sober, that just feels like a sexual assault. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, I get that.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't want that camaraderie. Like it's a different level of camaraderie that you can't. You're not like. It's when you're tripping and your friend isn't. You're like, yo, is it hitting yet? You're like, I didn't take it. Oh, I'm leaving you. Bye. You're not tripping with me. You're not in on this.
Or it's like getting high, right? And it's like you get that kind of loosey goosey feeling, and you're just like, hey.
Not me anymore. Not with all this pressure, man. I haven't been smoking as much. This has been the least I'm poor, so it fucking doesn't help. But like, even when people have been offering it to me, 1 or 2 puffs a day, I have not been smoking.
Wow.
I have too much pressure on my plate. Too many people on my team that are like financing me right now. They're like, this ain't my money I'm spending.
Right.
This is the Bitcoin Cash community. This is Dials. This is MindSwap. This is people who are literally investing in me and not looking for an ROI. They're just like keep doing what you're trying to do. Not even sponsors, just angel investors. Like, here's money. Just keep doing what you're doing.
If they're investors, that means they want something back, right?
I guess they just want me to be back to where I don't need to ask them for money again.
Okay.
That's how I feel, because I haven't signed anything. There's no deliverables. Nobody's giving me any expectations.
They're just giving you the money.
Well, because they know what I need it for, and I show the receipts. It's not like I'm out here buying fentanyl.
Right.
I just need to get the consensus, bro. You know, that's the, hey, you got any more tickets?
Right. No, I feel you. Have you thought about trying to monetize your content?
Outside of like a sponsorship or a shout out, I will never monetize a social network platform ever. There's no way to convince me.
What about like your own ads, your own promos from the people that?
Yeah, I will shout people out and like interrupt my live stream to do a commercial and be like, "Welcome back." Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
but I am not going to let Facebook pay me.
Right. No, that's what I'm saying, because like you could do your own little sponsored ads between your podcast.
And now Twitter has that little sponsored button, promotions button, which makes it more legal.
Right.
So I don't have to worry about getting my account banned by saying this has been sponsored. And I always, I've always said like this is sponsored stuff without really doing the hashtag shit, which I know you should and all that. But it's so hard to like. It's not like, and it's not like everyone's trying to do like, oh, that's promotional. You didn't promote it. You're a scammer. It's like, not really, bro. This is like really hard to remember to do that bullshit. You sheep should be aware enough that like you're always being manipulated. Yeah, always, no matter what. I want you to like me right now. So like I'm manipulating you in a way other than to like not hate me, right? Like
we all do.
We all do it.
Yeah, we want to be liked.
Yeah, no, for sure. So like, you think brands don't want to be liked? You think products don't want to be liked?
Of course,
they're doing the same thing.
Of course.
And when people are like paid by them, they need to do the same thing. It's just, I like to make sure I'm shouting them out, sponsored by, or whatever. But I always forget the hashtag thing. And now that there's that button, it's a little less weight on the chest of doing paid content, because I was never really needed to do it. But if I was going to do it anyway, I'm like, yeah, I'll take your money.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So I'm just trying to figure out more revenue streams for you to
kind of. I want communities to see value in me doing stuff that they're invested in. Communities want the projects or companies to do what they should do. Yes. They want the companies to put a billboard on the highway.
Right.
They want the foundation to have a speaker on the stage. It's really up to the community to find the person that they like the most, that speaks the best, to finance them to get on the stage. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
And the communities can do more to pump their bags by reinvesting in the community.
Right.
So that's why I'm trying to be a value add to Bitcoin Cash. So they see the value in sending me places just to mention them. You know what I mean? Nothing direct, nothing like you got to do this. We're expecting this many wallets. We're this video, this has to be this long. Like, just do you, and with the love that you feel for what we gave for you, express it in the moment when it's authentic.
There you go.
You don't have to shoehorn in your shills.
Right. It should just be real.
Yeah, literally.
In the moment. Yeah. No, I love that. How have you become such a great storyteller?
I've told many stories. I've been interviewed a lot.
Okay.
I've been interviewed by CNN, CNBC,
Really?
RTTV. Have interviewed me twice before they were official propaganda television. Like, I've been around, bro.
Yeah, I
People
know.
like, but
I know you
I took
have.
some time off, and Miggy
Right.
literally was like, not to say what I fucking love you, Miggy. So please, oh, don't take this the wrong way. But like, he was like my camera guy. You know what I mean?
Oh,
He was like
okay. I didn't
behind the
know
camera
that.
for a
I
little
did
bit,
not
like,
know
but not
that.
really, but really, you know.
Cool.
And like,
Yeah.
I stopped going to conferences, and
Right.
he was now in front of the camera.
Yes.
And then when I came back to crypto,
Mhm.
my not the last December, but the previous one, 2025,
Sure.
is like when I just kind of came back into the going to conferences.
Oh.
Miggy was like so well known that like I wanted like the joke. He was like back. Like I love Miggy, bro. He was like instantly like, "Yo, let's go do a video." And, like, no, bro, I'll record you.
Right.
Like you're him now.
Right. Right. Right.
You know
right,
what I'm
right,
saying?
Right,
So
right,
all the
right.
conferences that I went to, I made like not made, but like
Yeah.
I wanted Mickey to do the majority of all the interviews
Right.
because like I just it's so freeing to be like in his position
Mm.
when we were first like rolling together, when he was helping me make content,
Right.
when I was on stage. And now I'm able to help him now
That's
when
cool.
he is on
I
stage.
love that.
There's such a it's so rare that you
Mm.
could like literally swap positions with somebody who has helped you get to the position they were literally in. Like when does that happen? It's so hard. It's like
Rare.
balancing a seesaw.
It's very rare. Yeah.
It's like landing a flipped quarter on its side. Like that's how I felt
Right.
when I
Right.
was like in that moment
Yeah.
with Miggy. I'm so proud of him, and like I am.
Mm.
Like he's doing so much, and
He's doing a lot. And he
he's
did
doing a lot outside of the space too,
Yeah.
man. He has a lot going on in
He is.
IRL
He's told me.
and
I
in
don't know how
crypto
he can do
Twitter.
it all. How can he do it all?
He has
He doesn't
the
sleep,
strongest
maybe.
mental fortitude I have ever met in a human being.
I could see
His mental
that.
fortitude
I could see that.
is ironclad, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot crack his composure
Yeah.
unless you get a drink into him, which is why I begged the brother never to drink ever again, because that's his weakness. That's his kryptonite.
Oh,
Miggy's only
really?
kryptonite is a drink. A drink. He has
Drake.
a drink, it's kryptonite. But other than that, brother, he is
Yeah.
Superman everywhere he goes.
Yeah,
He just flies,
he
bro.
does.
And people go like, it's a Miggy.
Right, right. Now he's amazing. He did our 24-hour Survivor challenge.
Dude, we did the shitcoin conference together.
Yeah.
Like we manifested a conference together.
Right, right.
From nothing but an idea, we raised like tens of thousands of dollars.
That's cool.
And we did the shitcoin conference.
Yeah, you need to bring that back.
We are. We did it. We did it in Vegas
Okay.
last year at the scam club that I was
Okay,
running.
Okay.
Yeah.
You gonna do it again next year?
I didn't do it this year because of, life sucks.
But next
But
year. I
next
said.
year in Nashville, I want to do a shitcoin conference.
Yeah.
And I'm whatever Tokenize is probably doing, because I know Michael Turpin's scam isn't about to end anytime soon. I'm going to tailgate Michael Turpin's Tokenize and call it a scam and try to get as many people to not go to that conference as possible.
Okay.
So there's less people that will be hurt by, all the VC hedge fund bullshit that they're going to have on the stages. All the bid angel pitches. Oh, fucking such a bullshit. Fucking,
Echo chamber. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just sucks.
It's all embezzling, bro. It's just how they hand
That's-
money to each other through this shit,
Right?
bro.
I feel like
It's an
it
embezzling
is.
thing. Like I see the way that the cogs turn,
Mhm.
and I see the grease. You know what I mean, bro? I
Right.
see it for what it is. Bid Angels, Tokenize, Michael Turpin, the whole thing with all these people, they're all the same people saying the same thing with a new name for their hedge fund, a new name for the VC, a new name and a new reason to give them money.
Right.
But the people the thing that, what about the thing that last year? Every year it's some new reason to give you money.
Right.
I hate that. I'm over it. I'm
Absolutely.
over being invited to the Mike Tyson Tiger Mansion for a photo op because, like, yeah, it's cool to be there, but also I'm in the background of some scammer pictures that they're going to show some senior citizens and be like, look, man, you think I'm a bad guy? I was hanging out with Kenn Bosak at this legit conference. He spoke on the same stage as me, and he didn't call me out like he called out all these other people. Why wouldn't you trust me?
Right.
That's why Andreas Antonopoulos doesn't follow anybody anymore, because fucking Brian Rose interviews him. Brian Rose uses that Andreas Antonopoulos interview to do an ICO for a decentralized social networking platform, which already exists in the moment. It was called Steam It. He could have just used Steam It. He didn't need to do an ICO. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then Andreas Antonopoulos is like, my credibility is being used to manipulate people. Just a selfie could get people scammed.
That's great.
So he stopped taking selfies.
Wow.
I fucking miss Andreas Antonopoulos more than I miss like
Yeah.
family that are gone, and he's not
Oh.
gone. He just is gone because he can't afford to be seen in the space public. He can't afford to have a selfie because that selfie will lead to somebody being hurt.
Mm,
His image is such a weapon of mass destruction.
That's
he can't even go
crazy.
in public anymore, man.
that's
Like, I
crazy.
missed it, dude. He was like my favorite person in crypto, and he
Aw.
doesn't even communicate with anybody
Yeah,
because of these scammers.
yeah, yeah, man. It's unfortunate.
So I'm done. I'm done just like being
Yeah.
quiet and being just grateful to be in the room when the room is full of sharks and wolves, bro.
Yeah.
I'm done trying to fight the feeling in my gut that's screaming fire, run. And I
Mhm.
just keep fighting it to stay in the seat because like
Mhm.
maybe I'll find somebody that's like, sponsor this or that. Like
Yeah.
I never needed to be in the room like that. Like now I do. I need to find the sponsors, and like
Right.
I just was there always trolling people. I never really took it for what it was, and I was just like whatever.
Yeah.
And now that I'm like really looking now, it's like I see why the KOLs and influencers go to these things. They're desperate. They're just as desperate as me. They're just not as public.
Right.
And they're so desperate they don't care how bad the look is because nobody's going to call it out because all of them that were there can't afford to even say anything to each other about each other's scams or whatever. Like it's just sucks, man. It's just fucking Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Zombies are everywhere.
Zombies are everywhere. But do you really believe that everyone is a scammer?
No, I definitely don't.
Right. There's a lot of good people doing great
No,
things. in
dude. There's
crypto.
people that have scams and not even meaning to do it. It's just
Right.
like shit happens,
Yeah.
They're either scapegoats or they failed in a way that just so
Right.
happens to coincide with what looks like a scam, even with the effort.
Right.
But it's the intent that matters. Just when
Right.
like, even in language, like saying a certain word, it should matter the intent of it, not the sound of it.
Mm.
And I'm real big on like self-censorship of like whatever. Like, sure, I won't say certain words if it makes you feel bad, but like when you ain't around, I speak freely. It's the intent of, you know what I'm
It's
saying?
intention. Yeah.
So what you say, the intent should matter, not just what you say. Like we shouldn't have like, that self-censorship shit.
No, we shouldn't. We should be able to say what we want to say, whenever we want to say it.
Oh yeah, I mean, dude, even if it
It's freedom
isn't,
of speech, right?
even if it isn't okay or
Second
like,
Amendment, you know?
people like it. And yeah, exactly. As long as it's how you feel, fuck, you do it for you.
Yeah, exactly. I absolutely love that. And I love that you speak from your heart too, because not a lot of people do that.
You know how I know? Like even I can admit that I know I do that because I can't repeat myself. I've been in so many situations where I say stuff to somebody and they're like, "Oh, can you say that on camera?" Like, what did I just say? Like, I genuinely don't remember what was it that you thought was so important that needs to be on camera.
You know why?
And even they don't fucking remember. So fuck them.
Well, because they asked, but
Right. Well, they heard me say it. I said it right to
right.
them, and they thought it was so important. They pull a phone out,
right.
and I say, "What did I just say?" And they go, "I don't remember." But don't you? And I go, "No, I was hoping you were listening."
It's hard to listen to yourself when you're speaking.
Exactly. I don't.
It's
do
like
all-
you're like you're self-documenting, but it's like you can't remember what you said.
People who
because you
think before they speak do that, but I don't. I definitely don't.
Wait. So
People
you're
who
saying,
think before they speak know what they said because they thought about it before they said it.
of course. So, but you're saying you don't really think; you just like speak
Yeah, I just
for the most part. Stream of consciousness. Let's say
yes.
that's basically what
And I
it is.
attribute that to ego death and psychedelics and all that because I used to
Right.
overthink, and I was in
Right.
therapy as a kid. I've had a
Oh, wow.
traumatic childhood. It's
Wow.
so like being in my head was a thing, and being able to get out of it.
Right.
Like that's what like, dude, it's so weird to say, but like streaking with hundreds of people in Vancouver was like
Right, that
the
story
thing
you
that
bring up
freed
again.
me from my head.
That's so interesting
It-
too. I've
I-
never had that experience. Maybe
Have you ever
one
been
day I'll do
streaking?
it.
Have you ever been to a nude beach?
No.
I'm telling you guys, you only
It's
live
life-changing,
once.
huh?
You,
I'm
you
gonna
only
have
live
to-
once. Why
I'm gonna
wouldn't
have to
you
do
do
that,
shit?
yeah.
Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost anything to be naked
No.
in the sun. I can understand why you don't skydive. It costs money. I can understand
Right.
why bungee jumping, you have to travel to a gang, to a bridge.
Right.
To get naked in public, brother, it's free.
It is.
Just go and do it and free
Right.
yourself from your mind. The thing that
Right.
you're like, oh, I can't do that. I won't. Like, why?
Why? Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that
that's
makes
cool.
you're being a bully to yourself.
Mm.
You're literally putting yourself in a cage and beating yourself with a stick about it. Just do it. Be weird.
It's all mindset. It really is. And overcoming that fear.
Well,
A
that
lot of
also
people
helps
have
you
fear.
free yourself from judging people, assuming you understand them or know them.
Right.
Because anybody who's like, think, whatever, like they think they know you, and I know I don't know you
Yeah.
as much as you don't know me. You know what I mean? We got to get to know each other.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. People assume like, oh, I know this. Like, as much as you know, they don't know you.
Right. Makes sense.
The effort. We have to put in so much effort, man. And that's why I went to all these conferences, and that's why these people know me. I put in the effort, bro.
You put out the intention, and you showed up
Every year, all the time.
No matter if you had enough money for an Uber, like you'd get there one way
I'd
or
walk.
another. Yeah,
I'd walk.
exactly. You walk, which I think is insane.
I'd walk. I would hitchhike to fucking Consensus from here if I had to.
Really? Oh my
Dude, I
God.
don't even have a way to get home without a friend helping me right now.
Wow.
So yeah, like, and again, I'm not saying any of this with woe is me or
Sure, I know.
I'm worried or scared. Nothing. I am embracing the adventure for the adventure it is. People are like half cup half full, half empty.
Right.
Dude, I'm so happy I have a cup.
Yes.
I have a cup.
You have a cup.
When I find water, that cup will be full to the rim because I have a cup.
There you go.
Doesn't matter what's inside of it. Full or half, not milk, water, gold, doesn't matter. I got the cup.
You got the cup.
I'll fill it with what I find, holding it, having it, appreciating the fact, right?
I
have my life. Life is the cup. Appreciate your fucking life, man.
Definitely. Yeah.
Whether I had $1 million or not, I never really changed personally. I couldn't.
Right.
I saw my friends do it. My friends worry about more money and do it. I was like, I don't understand what that mentality was even like, because I don't really plan for the future. I only have what we have right here, right now.
Yeah. No, it's beautiful.
I feel like you want to wrap this up.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up a little bit.
Did you guys feel that? Like the audience, did you feel it in that moment when I acknowledged it? Because I felt like it was like
I'm feeling
an energy that would be transmitted through the bandwidth that you're watching this from.
Yes.
It was so thick. Like, all right, bro, this is the time, man.
I think it's nearing time. It's been about an hour and a half.
Well, let's not do a fake handshake and just tell these people to like, retweet,
there we go.
drop comments.
There we go.
And don't engage with people that don't engage with you. If you're finding yourself engaging with people over time, take that time and effort back and apply it in the places that will benefit your life. Engage with people that engage with you. Fuck with people who fuck with you.
Invest in those who invest in them, right? So it goes a long way.
Now get the hell out of here so we can do something other than this, please. We have so many people in this house.
We do. But anyway, thanks, Ken. I appreciate
Crypto
it.
Fam Radio. Appreciate all the things you're doing, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Don't forget to hit the retweet button, you dickheads.
All right. Awesome.